listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. Would like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Momba.
Joker, are you happy?
Define happiness.
How do you feel right now?
Okay.
The only reason I asked is because we were in a group chat together. Are we not? The three of us?
We're in a few of them.
I believe so.
Well, specifically the NKOTP chat.
Well, yeah.
I can vouch that
Me?
it exists.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Tony, Junkyard, and I. And I noticed that, Junkyard, you like to message Tony, specifically him, a lot.
Yeah.
And so,
What's it to you?
well,
That's what happens when you have friends, Mamba. You want to message them and see how they're doing.
yeah, usually friends reply back.
He's a busy guy. I mean, I get
Oh,
that
yeah, I totally understand.
I get that he's too busy to reply.
He just told us about, how busy he was, which I totally respect.
But you know what?
I don't think you respect that.
You know what? No, because sooner or later he'll respond. I got to see. Like I sent him all the messages, so he can knock them all out at once.
Yeah, but that's only because
it's before I forget.
That's only because you force him. You're like 5 hours later, Tony, why aren't you messaging me?
Well, that was different. That was because for the tickets. So I was trying.
The tickets, you were urging him to reply back so you could buy, and then we get here. He's here in person in the flesh. You're like, by the way, I didn't buy the tickets.
Well, not yet.
But as it turns out, because we don't need to buy the tickets, right?
Right.
Because according to Mamba, we can just get him at will call.
Yeah, you can.
Because Mamba has been on this earth many years, and he knows exactly what will call is and how it works.
That is true.
So go ahead, Mamba. Tell
Well,
us.
the reason why I brought that up is because Junkyard said that he couldn't buy the tickets because the website was closed.
No, I didn't say that. I said they were almost sold out.
Closed for business, so
No,
he couldn't order
I did
them.
not say that. I said they're almost sold out.
the post office was closed.
Yeah.
He couldn't mail his check.
I said they're almost sold out. No, I couldn't buy them was because I was waiting for Tony to respond, and then by the time he did, I got busy. And
But then you had a solution.
Yeah, he told us to
Get him
at
at will call.
Yeah, go get him a will call.
Yeah, so we had to
The
explain.
old-fashioned way.
So then we had to explain to you that I don't think you know what will call is.
But yeah, I understand that. But you guys understood what I was talking about, correct? Like when I said that,
I see.
you guys were able to infer.
Yes,
what I meant.
We understood what you were talking about because it's you and we know you. But it still like set off some alarms. Like, hey, I don't think he knows what will call is.
So I was thinking about this earlier today because sometimes I say the wrong things, like say the wrong words, or say things
that usually means you don't know the definitions of them.
And I was thinking, like, you guys always give me a hard time. Joker gives me a hard time at work about it because I use inappropriate words or words that I pronounce incorrectly. But aren't all words just made up?
Actually, yeah, isn't language a social construct?
Yeah. If I take some liberties with it, is that the worst thing in the world?
Like make up words, like malevolent.
Yeah. But
See, you know what? But see, that's
That
fine. Yeah, you can make up all the words you want, but you're taking a word that exists with a definition, and you're like misappropriating.
So when I said malevolent,
That's a new word.
that's a new word.
yeah, you understood what I was saying.
And you can
correct?
claim it as your own.
I mean, I don't think we did at first. And you're like, yeah, malevolent, like being good and all. It's like, oh, you mean benevolent?
Yeah, but what's funny? If you would have told me that, I probably would have been like, yeah, that sounds like a word. Like I don't
You
think
wouldn't have argued,
I don't
right?
think I would have argued.
It's a combination of malevolent and benevolent.
Yeah, I'm like,
benevolent.
I'm like, I know there's like, isn't there a word? Isn't there benevolence?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would think that, like in my mind, okay, so see that one I would have given you a pass because I probably would have been like, oh yeah,
There you go.
he's probably, but will call like, yeah, bro, you're just that's just fucking wrong.
I mean, technically, he still could have bought the tickets from Will Call.
No,
right?
they don't sell tickets at Will Call. It's just a holding place for tickets.
That you've already
Yeah, if
purchased.
you
Right,
would have
that have
bought
already been
them, if
purchased.
you would have bought them online,
And then
gone-
told him to leave him at Will Call.
Yeah,
to pick
yeah,
up.
you would've-
Hey, I just bought these digital tickets. Can you leave them at will call?
You guys are so stupid. I don't know how you don't understand.
So is that what you thought in your mind?
Yeah.
Or can I just hit up David Copperfield and be like, bro, hook me up with some free tickets. Leave him at will.
Just leave him at will call.
No, you just make them appear in your pocket.
No, he'll tell you they're at will call, and then when you get there, there's nothing there. You're like, oh, he fucking lied to me.
Part of the
yeah, they're in my pocket the whole time.
It's all part of the illusion.
And you know what? Thank you for coming to the show, and we'll send you on your way.
Mom, but you silly.
So are you happy that Tony's here now?
I'm always happy to see Tony. Aren't
But
you?
is he happy to see you?
Yeah, he seems pretty
Yeah,
happy.
I am.
So I was down here in the basement when you came in, Tony. Junkyard said that you gave him a hug, and when you saw him,
I did.
are you lying?
I hug all my friends, which is why I just dapped you up and kept it moving.
I understand that, but I think it's because we have a mutual understanding. You have a lot of time, or you're very busy. You have a lot of stuff to do, so I don't want to bog down that time with a hug.
Hey, you know how
It takes precious
you know how,
minutes.
do you know how you can tell that I hug Tony is that he smells like cool water, the coolest of water.
Oh yeah, I am.
I can tell you hugged him because you have a funny white liquid on the front of your bed.
a little moisture.
Yeah, you got a little excited. You creamed yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
shout out to Cool Water for still keeping it real after
David off. Or is that
Oh,
what you
yep. Bro, best $22 I spent, I think.
said? Is that what you cost? now?
I'm pretty, yeah, dude, it's cheap, dude. It is not expensive. I mean, when you think about it, like, back in like when we were in high school,
It was like $50.
well, adjusted for inflation, I'm sure it seemed like $50 to us, but
And being poor. And
but
all.
dude, the prices, I don't think the prices really changed for this, man. But like I said, adjusted for inflation, yeah. Look up Cool Water. For those who don't know, Cool Water,
$30,
look at,
$22.
bro. I got a
$24.
deal because I paid 22 flat, including shipping. Hell yeah.
Here's what I found.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, thank you, Siri. So those who don't know, Cool Water is this cologne for men that it's kind of like, I don't know what category you put it in. It is not fancy.
Holy shit! It was introduced in 1988.
Yeah, so yeah, it was it's old. And I remember like when I was in high school, like that was like one of the big ones. That one. Oh, do you remember that one? The Jean-Paul Gaultier?
Yeah, I do.
That one.
It was like a little body.
Yeah.
would you classify it as in like you got a court date cologne?
You know what? Funny enough, yeah, I definitely would. 'Cause I do remember when like kids in my school that like would get in trouble and they would have to come in with their parents, so they'd like try to dress up
Yeah.
to not look like thugs that they were. And yeah,
They were cool, huh?
Bro, splash of Cool Water, class that bitch right up.
I can't find how much it cost when it first came out, but I'm sure it was expensive.
I'm sure we can look up market data later. But the point is, you can get it now for like a dub and some change
For the affordable man.
for the affordable working man. I like it. It's blue collar, you know.
For the cost conscious consumer.
Yep.
Malevolent, if you
Yeah,
will.
but I mean, I'm just saying, it's not gonna make any Dr. Cologne top 10, list anytime soon, But this is a work.
Dr. Cologne loves it.
Did he mention it?
Yeah,
no, I don't
he's
think
talking. Well, not.
I
like
thought it
on
was the Nautica
podcast.
because I remember he did mention some budget ones, and I think it was the Nautica one that he went with.
Yeah, he doesn't. He hasn't mentioned it like on the podcast, but there.
Has he mentioned it to you?
Yeah, we've talked about it before, and he said that he knows like the history of it, like where it came from.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He went like deep in the fucking.
Yeah. So once we got jobs and went to college, we moved up to what was it? Was it Calvin Klein, the Eternity?
Oh yeah, that one's good too.
That one was a big one.
I liked.
Remember CK1?
Oh yeah, that one's good. Giorgio Armani. Did they have that? Fuck, what was it called? It was like It was in like a frosted glass bottle.
I don't remember that one.
Aqua di Gio.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. I know I've never had that one.
This ain't a cologne podcast.
All right, but this is not a cologne podcast, so we'll keep it moving. But Cool Water, keeping it real after all these years.
When's the last time we were? 2 weeks ago? Joker, how was your trip to
Oh yeah,
Mexico?
Joker went to the motherland.
It was all right.
How was the amazing airline?
Great
Fuck that airline.
conversation starter, Joker. I hit you with how was Mexico? To give you some talking time.
Yep.
And you reply back, it was okay.
It was okay.
Why did I even waste the segue? For
So
you?
like, so this is the third time traveling with my son, like on an airplane. So the first
Wait, how old is he?
one a year and 3 months.
He's already been 3. Nice.
He's been
He was
around.
a little jet setter.
Yeah.
Your little passport stamp. Nice.
He's got more passport stamps than my sister-in-law's.
Nice.
And we made sure to let them know.
That's right. You hold that over their heads.
Anyway, so like, so we went to Mexico when he was 6 months. The trip there was okay. On the way back was pretty terrible. We went to Canada. The trip there was fine. No issue. The trip back was a little bit rocky, but overall okay. When we went to Mexico this time, dude, holy fuck. That kid wouldn't stop yelling. Like, it was terrible. On the way back, he like knocked out on like taking off and then slept like a good hour and a half. And after that, he was Gucci as fuck.
So on the way there, it was...
On the way there was fucking horrible. And then once we got to Mexico, it was a little rough because like you could tell he was like adjusting and everybody.
To the sepia.
He's little sepia. What the fuck?
To all the scurvy around him.
Yeah, the sepia. Like,
yeah, I know the fucking filter.
Yeah, in Mexico, everything is a nice sepia tone.
And he like he's a kid, so he's a baby. Like everybody wants to see him, hold him, and pinch his cheeks and shit like that. And he was not having it.
He's not having it.
Nope, he wasn't having it.
He's like, I ain't no show pony.
Yep, and like so, like he was kind of grumpy, like pretty much the whole trip. Like he wasn't really having it, and you know, obviously it's rough for him and it's rough for us because we got to fucking deal with his ass. So it was okay. The best part of my trip, I could say, was probably my wife's family, her dad and his family have like a house in this like little...
Like his other family?
No, like his
secret
brother, his brother's sister's...
He's already got, I mean, he's been there 3 times, so so people are going to start wondering if he's already got a secret family down there, you know?
Well, his father was from this really small town in Jalisco. It's called Comanja de Corona. It's a small little pueblo, like it's tiny. Like it's probably...
Like rural?
It is rural, but it's not like...
Okay, so it's not like...
But it's a pueblo. Like, it's like literally like there's
a town,
like
a little...
Yeah, like a little town.
Okay,
like, it's got like a little square, like a town square. It's got like, I mean, if I had to guess...
literally like a little square in the middle of the road.
A little box.
Yeah, a little...
Like, you're talking about like... the streets aren't even paved. They're, what do you call it? Like, they're, you know,
What's it called?
Comanja de Corona.
Pull it up. See if Google Streetcar been there yet.
I don't think so, but here, I'll pull it up.
Come on, they got it, man. The fucking Google. I'm sure Bill Gates has been there.
But anyway, we went there and like you're not that far. You're like in the middle of a mountain. So my brother-in-law has an ATV, and me and him fucking
right there.
hit the ATV.
Yeah.
And we just went up a mountain, and it was pretty fucking cool.
I'm about to say that's actually pretty cool.
It was cool.
So that's one thing like that always like I'm always like amazed by whenever I go to Mexico. It's just maybe it's just because where I'm from is fucking mountains.
Right.
Like you never see that shit out here. So like just to see like. I remember when I go visit my family, like my dad's like from like this little town, and it's like a city almost, like, you know, it's not rural, but like right behind, like there's no backyard, there's like a mountain, you know.
Oh, that's
like right, and then like it's one of those things like you just it's you know, it's crazy.
Here,
I feel the same way. It's like my family, they're from Monterrey, which is a major city, but there's like a giant mountain right in the middle, and their house is like you get a really good view. I mean, I guess you get a really good view anywhere because it's a big fucking mountain. But one day I looked out and I was like, I wonder if you could like, is there trails up there that you could like climb to the top?
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I'm sure people do. Like I know that I got behind my dad's parents' house. There's like a big statue of like Jesus, like. Not at the very top, but like towards the top, and like people do make like.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if I could make a trip sometime in the future to see if I could climb to the tippity top.
So it's funny because like when I go there, like I'm like in awe, like I'm looking at fucking mountains and shit.
Yeah.
And like my cousins, they're like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I look at you when you come to the U.S. And like, oh, look, electricity. Yeah, motherfuckers, that shit's normal to us.
They're like, hey, which side of the house is your bathroom? And like it's inside.
Yeah, my cousin's in the backyard. He's like, hey man, where's your bathroom? I'm like, dude, it's in here.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
No, this is a strange
No
house.
way.
You guys just shit on the floor? No,
we have plumbing. What? I kid. Mexico's not that third of a world country. It's just a little bit third.
So as you can see, the streets aren't paved. They're like, see how they're like stone?
like stone or cobblestone.
Oh, look, I think this is this the center? Let me go look. Hold on. Let's go this way. So as you can see, it's just a small little. It's a small little pueblo.
Yeah.
Look, that house is like half built. And I mean, if I had to guess, there were probably only like a few hundred residents here. I mean, it is like
Or show our YouTube audience.
tiny. They're watching. They're looking.
Right.
They're seeing it.
All right, pull up my town. I want to flex on yours.
Well, this is my town. This is my father-in-law's like
all right, cool then.
second town.
All right, so then I don't feel bad for flexing on your father-in-law's town. Look up Nuevo Ideal Durango.
How do you spell ideal?
IDEA. New Ideal.
Oh, Nuevo Ideal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit! There's 2 stories.
Look
in
at
that
exactly.
town.
Yep. Mm-hmm. By the way, all those buildings are probably not up to code, so would not recommend to stay on the second
Oh,
floor.
Bodega Aurrera.
Yep.
Well, the streets are paved here, so that's a plus.
The streets are paved with
Well,
gold.
yeah,
there.
they're paved now, but I remember when I was a kid, they were not.
When was the last time you were here?
Dude, I haven't been there in.
Oh, this street's not paved.
Like I said, I haven't been there since I was like a kid.
Do you remember this? Like, if now that you're looking at it,
Fuck no. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that place. No. So yeah, So this is like, the bazaar.
Oh.
that's probably your cousin right there riding the bike.
I probably. I call up, hey man, were you outside the bazaar recently?
Yep.
Do you think they the residents of this town saw the Google car and like what?
This town's a lot bigger than that other town, though.
Yeah,
This is like way bigger.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough about towns. Our podcast.
Are you jelly Mamba?
No,
That
I
your
mean-
town's not getting attention.
I mean, it's,
All right,
it's-
pull up Mama's town so it doesn't fucking get butthurt. Do you even know the name of your town? Do you know how to say it?
You mean the city, Monterrey?
Oh,
It's
you're
humongous.
you're from the city?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you ain't real.
I mean, I'm not from there. My grandparents are from there.
You ain't a real one. You ain't a really look at this city boy over here.
Oh, look at that Oxo.
Ooh, the
dude.
Oxo, yeah, buddy, the Pemex.
I see some mountains.
Yeah, those are. It's
Yeah.
a very mountainous area. It's a very affluent area.
Well, I mean, the name would imply that there are mountains. Yes. I don't know if you know that, Mamba, like in Spanish.
No,
King of the
Monterrey
mo-
means
king of the mountain?
it means wild goat.
So where are all the goats?
They're around. They were wiped out.
They're being made into birria.
So, going back to what you said, Junkyard, do you feel silly? Do you feel like you deserve a helping, a healthy dose of crow?
Why?
Because was it a year or 2 ago when your son was born and you were going to go to Japan?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, now that you're going to have a kid, you're not going to go to Japan, are you? You're like, no, I'm still going to go. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I was planning still going.
I was like, that's crazy. You're going to take a newborn on a 13-hour flight to Japan.
it would have been easier back then than it would be now. I'll tell you that right now.
You think it would have been easier?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because like when they're little, like they cry and shit, and you feed them and they go to sleep. But like now that they like want to see everything, want to touch everything. Now that he walks,
Now that he is sentient.
now that yeah,
Now that his soul has developed.
now that he walks, all he wants to do is fucking walk around. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that funny that like kids just want to walk around and then eventually you get to a point where like, I don't want to do shit.
Yeah. So like that's it. Now he wants to get down and walk around the plane and shit. It's like, bro, like you can't walk around. So this plane's moving. It's getting bumpy.
Yeah, I don't think he understands the concept of planes yet. So yeah, he's gonna want to walk around. But I mean, I think all things considered, like if you had a pick, like look, your son's gonna be a dick, so you got 2 choices. He could be a dick on the way there, or on the way back. I would 100% choose on the way there.
Really?
I just think that on the way back from a trip, you're just fucking tired. You're exhausted. You just want to get
I
home.
guess.
You know what? The last thing you want to deal with, like, look, I just want to get home. I want to sleep in my bed. I don't want to deal with a fucking crying kid. I'd rather just deal with them there. You know what? Fuck it. It's gonna be rough, but once we get there, we'll be fine. But on the way back,
But I feel on the way there, it sets a tone for the whole trip.
no, I would never let a toddler set a tone, ever.
I mean, it sucks either way. I'll tell you that right now.
It does, but if you just had to, gun to your head, death is not an option.
I'd rather just leave him here and go by myself.
He's staying here. He's staying with grandma.
Which is why he's staying here for when I go to Vegas.
Ooh, so you know when we go to Vegas, we're gonna be just like we did when we used to go to fucking what's that club they used to go to? It's fucking ghetto.
Oh,
They used to play
Chromium?
no, this used to play
Transit?
Transit. Bro, we're gonna fucking double fist Coronas
Hell
in
yeah.
Vegas, just like we did at Transit.
Fuck yeah.
I thought you don't go to other cities and drink Junkyard. It's a waste of time.
It
He
is
does with his boys.
Well, how come he didn't go to New Orleans then?
because like you said, I'd go with my boys.
I mean, Tony was there.
Like boys in like plural. Like Tony by himself is just a boy. Like I gotta have boys.
Fair enough.
So yeah, double fisting Coronas,
Hell yeah.
just like the good old Transit days.
Fuck yeah.
So it's funny we're talking about that. You know how like nowadays everyone like basically like going to clubs. Like I don't know many people, at least in my circle, that like it or that ever really did like it. Like everyone I ever talked to, like all my friends are like, oh no, this is not my scene. Which I get. It's not it's not everyone's scene, and they're dirty, they're trashy, expensive. But I don't know, man. I remember I had a gay old time. I fucking loved going. I always had a blast.
I had a good time there. The problem with Transit, well, like there was always dudes there that were fucking ratchet, and they used to always touch your girlfriend.
Really?
And then they used to always she used to always get pissed, and then
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
know it's like then you have to deal with the drama.
Did you ask her to defend? Did she ask you to defend her?
No, because she never really very few times.
No, he asked her what were you wearing?
Yeah.
What did you do to
What did you do?
to incite that behavior?
How were you acting?
I would victim blame.
You'd
the fuck
victim
out of
blame?
her. I'd be like, did you look at him the wrong way? Were you giving him a sensual look? Why did he touch you? You had those fuck me eyes, didn't you?
I like not necessarily. I don't like any place that has like a dress code and is expected to get in. But I liked places.
A lot of places have dress codes, Mamba. It's normal for places to have dress codes.
Yeah, but the dress codes are usually implemented to focus on a very specific group of people.
People that wear
Not,
pants
at least not when we used to go
and
out.
like not Jordans.
I'm not going to describe the people, but club have rules for.
They low key discriminate to a certain demographic.
Well, like
I agree.
Me and Tony went to this one club. Remember what club was it? Hearts, I think. They wouldn't let one of our friends in because of the way he was wearing.
Yeah.
Like they had a dress code.
A lot of times, a lot of times, like they're like it's all like the bouncers. They give them for the discretion.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that whatever the dress code is, you can find like 10 people, 20 people in there that violate that dress code, but because they know
they probably pick the people that
they do.
They think will give them the least amount of problem.
That's true. They're like they just look at you like, you know what? Yeah, nah, you're not worth.
But like any club in Chicago has, well, at least had a dress code.
Yeah, because I remember I went to one. It was called that one whiskey club.
The Barrel Club.
No, Untitled. So
Oh,
I went to
yeah.
Untitled for a friend's birthday, and I remember they had a policy where you can't wear no white tees.
Like plain white tees.
No white tees, like no white, like majority white in general. So you
Okay.
could have like a graphic tee, but it couldn't be white.
Okay.
And I was like, well, fuck, what am I supposed to know, you know? So I get there, and they're like, so it's funny. So the guy's like, oh, like we have a strict policy, no
White
t-shirts,
t-shirts.
no white t-shirts. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't know whatever I'm supposed to say. And but I remember I had a cardigan, I had a sweater, and he's like, it's fine as long like just make sure you just keep your sweater on or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, hell yeah, fucking me and the bouncer are cool. Then I'm thinking, I'm like, man, that motherfucker probably something like this guy ain't gonna start shit. Yeah, let him in. Like, like this guy ain't dangerous. Like he ain't gonna do nothing.
I would have been like, but what happens when I'm in there and I'm dancing and I get hot and I have to take it off?
You know what? He probably would have been like,
Yeah.
he ain't worried about me starting shit. He's like, this guy ain't gonna start shit. I should have made myself seem a little more dangerous. Like I'm unhinged, you know? Like you never know what I'm gonna do.
How many nightclubs have you been to, Mamba, in your whole life?
Like
Actual, not like a bar,
a legit
like
club.
a legit nightclub.
There's a Bottle Blonde kind of club.
That's more of a
That was more of a bar.
Then probably zero. Wait, when I was a kid, what was that club on Wheat Street that they 18 and up?
Joe's,
That's a bar.
Radio Star,
Was it radio? No, Mambo?
Sangria. Sangria was on Wheat. Was on Wheat Street.
Mambos. I remember
Mambos. It was like an 18 and up.
That was not. I don't think that was Wheat Street.
I don't know.
It was
Yeah,
around there.
Look it up. Because I remember that place. I remember I've been to that place like 3 times, and all 3 times we had to leave because fights broke out. Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Mambo. That's Cafe Club Mambo.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this place closed.
Yeah, but
a long time ago.
No, go up. If you scroll up, I think it tells you where it's at.
I know I went there when I was in high school, and it was somewhere on the north
side. This one
side.
still exists.
No,
Yeah, I don't think
This
that's
one says
it.
Milwaukee.
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, either way, Club Mambo. It was not great, bro. Do you remember fucking OK Corral? Now that was a fucking club.
The buffet place.
No, not the buffet place. I'm talking about like.
But me and Tony used to we used to go to bars all the time. Or
Dude,
clubs
is that
all
it,
the
dude?
time.
Is that Mambo right there? That one?
This one?
Is that no?
No,
No, that's
there's palm trees. Man. I thought they had palm trees.
Oh, we don't have
outside.
palm trees.
I think it was called
dude,
Mambo. I might be wrong.
I still remember like the best fucking club. Best fucking club was and at the time we were going. Me and Junkyard were going to fucking all sorts of clubs, but fucking
You guys ever went to Berlin together?
fucking.
Berlin.
How do you think we met?
Is that a gay bar?
Is it?
Is it?
Is that why we were so happy?
I don't know.
Is that why there were never any problems there?
I don't think when you go there, you don't call it a gay bar.
You just call it
call it
a
a
bar.
bar.
Dude, remember Bamboo Room?
Oh, the Bamboo Room was awesome.
The
in
Bamboo
Schaumburg.
Room in Schaumburg.
That fucking place was
Oh, I used
awesome.
to
That place was
fucking
huge.
love that place, man.
That place was
Had a
huge.
fucking ball when I went there. And
Hell yeah.
and then our go-to that was also one of our favorites was fucking that it started with a C. That we went there.
Crowbar?
Yeah.
Crowbar, we used to love Crowbar.
Oh,
Crowbar was
Crowbar
great.
was the shit.
Hell yeah, Crowbar was the shit. I used to love Crowbar. That was like one of my favorite spots. I was sad when they closed it down.
Yeah.
See, Mamba, see what you missed out on?
And even and even to a certain extent, we had some good times at the Mid when we went to see Bad Boy Bill.
Yeah, that's true. Like when I got fucked up for my birthday.
I was
Oh
having.
yeah, when you threw up, that was fucking great.
While you guys were at a club, I was having my own fun.
Fapping.
Fondling
Playing
yourself.
Magic the Gathering.
Playing Halo 2, Magic the Gathering. I didn't know fancy ass club.
Yeah.
I was in a club, the MTG club. The Magic the Gathering.
Probably his clan.
Yeah. My Halo 2 clan.
Dude, me and Tony were busy fucking trying to pick up chicks and getting shot
Dude.
down.
I remember every time we went out. This is back when me and Junkyard, before Junkyard was married, of course. But we'd be like, all right, man. Every night we always have 2 goals. 2 goals that night.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get our drink on.
Yep.
We're trying to get our dicks wet. All right, that was our goal. Now
We were young.
I'm not to brag or anything, but every single night that we went out and we made that pact, we always accomplished one of those 2. I'm not gonna say which one because I'm not gonna sit here and we're not gonna sit here and brag about.
We don't
kiss and tell. But I'm gonna say that every single 100% of the times we went out, at least at minimum, one of those goals was achieved.
Yep. Not wrong. And if you get 50%, I mean that's great. Like,
Yeah,
you go to
bro,
Vegas and
I
win
take those odds
50%
to
of
Vegas.
times, yeah.
50%. I would take those odds to Vegas any day, and I am taking those odds to Vegas
Hell yeah.
in 2 weeks. So what we got? We got some YouTube comments.
Hell yeah. So from our last episode, 207,
The sovereign
both
episode.
yeah.
When I became a sovereign citizen.
Yep.
Joker, you sold me good, man. I'll tell you, man. You still got it. I remember this is why you got the nickname Junkyard Dog because
Hell yeah.
you used to sell those insurance plans.
Fuck yeah.
So, bro, you sold me on becoming a sovereign citizen.
Are you a sovereign citizen already?
Hell yeah, dude. I came here, took off the license plate of my car.
I don't drive, I travel.
Exactly. I'm allowed to freely travel.
So Hooded Dude says, question for JYD. Is the video store you used to work at still standing? Do you miss your old boss, the 12-year-old kid who, even though he fired you? So to answer that question, no, they closed them all down.
True. Crusty, rusty cassette is still working hard and bringing back the VHS.
They closed them all down. Every single one of them.
Medina, when we promoted you to key holder, we thought you could handle the responsibility. Turns out we were sadly mistaken.
He ran the company into the ground.
Now please hand us back your keys and lanyard.
He's like, but
Yeah,
I
we should've
paid
got
for
it again.
but I paid for this lanyard.
Hand it over.
You don't deserve it.
Shit, I wish I would have got a lanyard.
You will now get the lanyard of shame.
Anyway, so yeah, no, it doesn't exist. They close them all down, every single last one of them.
Not really quick. There was when I used to live in Bridgeport on Archer and a little bit west of Ashland. There's like a video store.
Yeah, but it's probably not the same one though, not the same company.
No. But it was open when I lived in Bridgeport 2 years ago, and whenever I drive by there, because it's still open.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, I'm sure there's still video stores,
Yeah.
but the company that I worked for went broke. The only place you could see them now is in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
They were in Stranger Things. But yeah, they're fucking. They've gone the way of Blockbuster. So then he also put another comment saying, "Mama trying to tax me for my comments like the government man he is. I live in the hood. The tax man won't even come here. That's how sovereign I am."
Damn, Mamba, you.
I was thinking about that the other day. I do have a government job. Not gonna say what it is, but I'm a government stooge. I'm a lackey.
You're a government kick me dog.
Yeah. I'm a bootlicker.
What's it?
I waste your precious tax dollars. I don't deserve those tax dollars, but I'll take them.
Well, if it makes you feel better, like some of my coworkers are always fucking with me. They're always calling me a corporate bootlicker because I'm always like whenever we have meetings, like I always like to fuck with them because like I know when they have like gripes about the job, they're like, oh, it's like we gotta do this. I'm like, bro, like you don't realize how like cushy this fucking job is. So I like troll them hard. They'll be like, oh, hey guys, we're thinking of doing something fun for the department, this and that. I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Why don't we book out one of the training rooms? We can order food, and then we have a big like training party. We can go over tickets. We could talk. And dude, my coworkers fucking are losing their shit. They're like, fuck no.
So you're like that kid that would tell the teacher,
Yup.
"Oh, you forgot to like pay."
Yep, teacher, you forgot to sign up. No, so I have a sign because one of my friends posted they printed out a picture of Rugrats. What's his name? Randall. What is his name?
I never watched
That kid,
Rugrats.
the snitch kid.
Oh, that's from Recess.
Recess. My bad. Yeah.
That's Randall.
Yeah, Randall. Yeah, and they put it by my monitor because that's me. Because I stay snitching.
Taking notes.
Yep, taking notes. So then one of my coworkers, she's always fucking me. She's always like, man, I don't have time for your corporate bootlicking. So then I had like yeah, you're like a diet manager light. It's like all the noise, none of the authority. Like, oh, dude, it's hilarious.
You should be like, well, if you got paid as much as I did, you'd be a corporate bootlicker too.
Yeah, I don't like to do that. I don't like to throw.
There's no shame in being a company man.
There isn't. I got no problem with it, but I don't like to throw. I don't like to throw my salary around. I'm not that type of guy.
You don't leave your paycheck stubs like sitting at our desk. Someone be
Look,
walking
that happened one time, and it was a total accident. What happened was I was fixing one of the printers that I had a scanner and a copier, and I accidentally like blew it up like 10 times on a fucking tabloid sheet of paper, made like 20 copies, and left them sprinkled out like through the department on accident.
Yeah.
So like, and it happened to be a day that everyone was in the office. So when they came in, they're like, "What the fuck? Oh you guys don't want to see that. You guys don't want. Oh man, what is that overtime? What? Oh, making me that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you literally came in here excited to tell us about your overtime.
Yeah,
and how much
I
you
was very excited. Yeah, I was telling we had a situation at work that required extra hours, and our job pretty much just said like however much overtime you want, like take it. And I was telling Mama like I am not one to let a good crisis go to waste. So fucking maxed out.
the company man that you are.
That's right. The company bootlicker, corporate bootlicker.
You're gonna take that extra cash to Vegas.
That's right. I'm gonna take it all to Vegas. Bet it all on black.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Vegas, I get married in like 2 weeks. But my fiance and
are you excited?
I'm excited
To get it over with. Got it.
Yeah. Not because I don't want to. It's just like for the past I guess for the year, but for the past few months, it's all I've been thinking about. Like you have to worry about like is everything. It's almost like a homework assignment or I don't know. Like did I do everything right or is there anything we're not thinking of?
Probably is.
Yeah,
And
there
yes,
always
you did a
is.
lot wrong.
And
I mean, when have you ever done anything of like this magnitude before? I'm assuming you haven't. I mean, it's a wedding. And of the things you have done close to it, how many of those have you done right?
not many.
So I think if I were a gambling man, and pun intended, we're going to Vegas, I would say, yeah, you probably fucked up somewhere along the way. But
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, it's okay.
And like I think to myself, like then I start like getting socially scared about it. I was like, are people gonna have a good time? Are they gonna come here? And be like,
Probably
what?
not. That's why.
Yeah.
But it's Vegas, so we can
Yeah,
just
they're
go somewhere else.
That's a good thing. If you don't like it, you can just leave, or you can just not come at all. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But then I think to myself, it's like it's an open bar for like 5 hours. I mean, who could really complain about that, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna complain. But look, man, if you feel like things aren't going right, or if you get like anxiety, just you let me know, and I will be there to tell you, like, you know what, it be like that sometimes.
They do be like
It
that.
do be like that sometimes.
Tony, if you don't wanna like go to mom's wedding, we can hit this up. There's a big fight in Vegas that day. See,
Dude, so when you send me the show dates, I'm like, are there any shows on Saturday? Because I'm
There
free
are.
I'm free that day.
You don't even like boxing, you filthy casual.
you're right, I don't. But I heard
You know what?
I heard there's gonna be a great fight.
When I started talking about it, I was gonna say something like my fiance's friend came over, and then we started talking about the wedding, and she was like, "Oh, like, what about the grooms and like who would I walk with?" And then I started going down the list, and I was like, "Here's people you would probably want to walk with." And you know what I did? I mentioned you,
Oh, thank you.
but now I regret it.
Oh, ooh, I don't think there's no take backsies, right? Like,
Oh, I could definitely take. I could tell her. You know what? Tony doesn't really want to walk with me. Here's one of my other very handsome friends.
oh, so you think I'm handsome? Because you said one of my other very handsome.
Oh, well, like naturally handsome is what I meant.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? That's okay. I don't care if it's natural or not.
Or enhanced.
I'll take it. He's like, here's a man who didn't have to pay for any of his handsomeness. I'm like, that's okay. You know what? I'll take
Hey man, everybody owes, everybody pays.
it. That's right.
Yeah, so we'll make some arrangements.
We forgot to mention too, like real quick, that we did the Shamrock Shuffle, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
You look good, Mamba. Have you been you
What?
been keeping up?
I mean, I before I came over, I had Wendy's in my car, and I ate it in private out of shame. But yes,
barely
Why,
tell, man.
why didn't you bring Tony some?
He's too good for that.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he wants like Shake Shack or something.
Really?
Or
Dude, I
Five
love
Guys.
Shake Shack. Yeah, that hoodie's looking a little loose, man.
It is actually.
Yeah.
I tried to hit a goal before my wedding. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I got pretty close. But yeah, me, Tony, and some other friends of ours, we did the Shamrock Shuffle, the 8K. So that's 5 miles in American.
Yep.
It was pretty fun.
That was the first time I'd done that one. I've never done the Shamrock one. I've done like the Santa Shuffle, which is a 5. I've done the Hot Chocolate, which is a 15.
So it's 9 miles. So you've done more.
Yeah.
But not in a while.
But I'll admit, like I'm not like you. You could run like when you just casually run, you run like what 6 miles, 8 miles, whatever.
yeah. I mean, but I'm not as fast as you guys.
But I don't know. But to me, like I guess just the concept of running that
Like for funsies?
that distance. No, that distance in general, even for funsies, like.
Yeah.
Like when I was doing the I think the AK was perfect. Like because after mile 4, and I saw the mile marker, I'm like, oh, I fucking just bolt. I'm like, I'm gonna get this fucking over with. When I did the 15, like after like 5 miles, 6 miles, 7, I'm like, I'm just fucking done. Like I'm done. I don't want to fucking run anymore. So like for you to just do that on your own willingly, like that's impressive because I can't. The only reason I go to Orange is because like unless someoone's yelling at me to haul ass, I'm not gonna fucking.
Do
do
they
it.
actually yell at you?
They don't yell at you, but they kind of, I
They
mean,
give you a
They
stern
motivate, they
talking
motivate
to.
you.
they motivate you. And the thing is, they motivate you by like, they don't like, because you can go at your own pace, but when you see everyone around you, like, that they're hauling ass and you ain't, you don't want to be the one left out. You don't want to be that guy. So, of course, I got to go hard. So, but yeah, no, it was good. I liked it. It was good. It was a little, like, it was kind of like snowing, raining, like for the
for like really quick. Like
Yeah.
it came out of nowhere and then it just went away.
It just went away and it was cool. Yeah,
The weather wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't the warmest day, but it was a nice solid 60 degrees.
and it didn't matter because after that first mile, it felt like it was 80 degrees outside.
I do have I'm not gonna say like I'm the fastest guy ever, but I do run a lot. And now I know next time to like get in the tier ahead.
Yeah,
Like not the slow one, but
just go
not fast, but get ahead of the slow people. Because when you start, you have all these people who are like power walking.
Yeah,
Or just like, they're doing it for funsies, but they're all on the way. Like that's one of my gripes. If you're gonna do these things and you're gonna walk, get to the right. It's like driving.
yeah.
The left lane is for faster people.
I would say if you ever do one of these and you're a runner or even a jogger, just lie about your time so you can get into one of the earlier waves.
Yeah.
Because even like some of the earlier waves, like you still got power walkers or people that start off really slow and like and I think I spent the first 2 miles just weaving
Trying
through
to avoid people. Yeah.
And I mean, but it was still fun. I liked it. It was good. But
So
now
you,
I know
can't,
next
you
time.
can't run as fast as you want then, I guess.
No, you can't because it's just too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is like the Shamrock Shuffle is one of the bigger events.
It is. It's pretty big.
At like
The
26,000
hot
people.
chocolate was also one of the
Yeah,
really
yeah,
big
those.
ones. But no, it's still good. Like I mean, it's fun. It's cool to get out there, get some drinks.
And then we went to go drink, and then we ate some pizza.
Oh, that pizza was. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I've never had that pizza before, and it was.
Where's
We
from?
went to Benny's
Which Benny's?
on Archer.
Oh, the one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was
And dude,
nice.
and we
I don't know if it's the same Benny's, but I've had the Benny's from Berwyn. I don't know if it's the same
I
one.
don't think so.
and I
The
don't know,
Benny's
man.
is good.
I know my buddy's wife. I don't think she ate that much because we had chicken wings too, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think she ate that much pizza. I think it was just mostly me and you that fucking destroyed that fucking.
I was hungry.
Dude, I was fucking starving, dude. You ate it fast when that last piece, whether it's a corner piece or an end piece, is still hot. That shit was still fucking hot.
Joker, would you ever? We should have an
No.
NKOTP.
No.
Yes, and we'll get shirts.
No.
Yeah. NKOTP. Something small.
Dude,
like
did
a
you already
5K.
say you don't have to run it? Like you just power walk.
I'm not
it.
going to pay to walk. I can walk for free outside.
Yeah, but you don't.
You're right.
But you're doing it for the culture, though.
No, I'm good. I could walk, run for free.
Well, what if?
Will I? No. But,
But you can.
But I could.
Well, what if our fans demand that you do?
Yeah. What if it's for? It's for content.
Our fucking fans demand episodes. We still don't give it to them. So what the fuck am I gonna? Why am I gonna do? a fucking shuffle?
Would you do it for the content though?
No. You guys can do it.
We could like.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be like it needs to be all three of us.
And it's not like we're gonna be running at the same pace.
We could
Yeah,
periodic.
nobody runs at the same pace.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
more
what the
like,
fuck?
all right, we'll see you at the finish line.
We
And then you
could-
get there when you get there.
Carry
How about I just meet you at the finish line and we can have content for afterwards?
you lazy piece of shit.
And I'm not gonna fucking pay for it. This shit's expensive. Like what, $200 or some shit?
200
What the
bucks?
fuck?
I don't know how much is
Dude,
it.
it's not the marathon. Wait, the marathon's like a lot, but no.
The marathon's like 150.
Dude,
Whatever. Is it over $100?
No.
what?
How much
no.
Like for a 5K?
Yeah,
I mean, it
for
depends
the
on when you.
Shamrock Shuffle. How much is
Okay, if for the Shamrock Shuffle, if you sign up like the week before,
I think it's like 30. Well, if you sign up for the week before,
like the week before, it's like $60.
Yeah.
it? That's too much for my
If you
blood.
sign up like a month before, even before that, it's
You
like
probably-
$30.
If you
dude.
sign up, if you sign up like,
Literally, you're not paying more than $30.
in advance, it's like.
All right, how about
I
this?
will give you the $30.
I'm about to say, dude, what if like one day like the bib just shows up to your house, like your race packet, like, oh, here it is for free.
I'd be like, they must have left this here on accident.
Nope, it's got your name on it. Got your name, full name, government name.
I'd be like, well, they must have the postman must have made a mistake. Let me hand this back to you guys.
Are you that adverse to physical activity?
No, I mean I'll do physical activity, but I ain't pay for it or have someone waste their money on it.
But what if I want to waste my money?
Yeah.
I will even go.
I'll help you waste it. You pay for it, and I won't show up. That'll be there's nothing bigger of a waste than that.
What if we get? How many viewers would it take to comment and ask you to do it? Were you
More
would
than
do
we
it?
have.
Don't you want?
Okay, so like 12, right? If 12 people,
More than that.
because we have like 10, so if we get 12 people,
Don't you want to like be more active? If not for you and your slug-like physique, for for your son?
Yeah, I mean,
Because you're no spring chicken.
I do my own activities on my own. I'm not gonna pay for
Your
to do it.
30s are coming into an end. So don't you think you should take the initiative and move a little bit more?
I move. When I was in Mexico, I was balling. I balled like 3 or 4 times.
Against who?
My future brother-in-law.
Okay. And is he a short Mexican?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's good though.
then I
He'll
don't-
fuck you up.
I highly doubt it.
He will. He'll definitely. He's really good.
I don't know if he's short.
He's
And
He's not gonna dunk, obviously.
He's not gonna.
No,
not
but
only, he's not gonna dunk. And he's got no.
he's also
He's
like
got no. He's got no. Just back him up, man. He's got no post
he's
game.
probably all
he'll shoot-
hustle
he'll
and
sh-
will hack the shit out of me.
No,
and
he
no
won't.
post game.
Yeah.
he probably won't have post game, but he will shoot. He'll shoot over you, and he'll fucking dribble.
Okay,
around
well,
you.
I don't
And
care. I
not
don't
just
care
that, but
about your brother.
he's like
I don't care about your brother. The point is
25.
The point is, what I was trying to get at is when your son is a little bit older, aren't you going to want to be able to like play sports with him and stuff?
I will be able to play
without
sports with him. I can still play sports right now.
vomiting
Like
from
I said,
exhaustion.
When I played basketball, and that's it. I'm at fucking above like thousands of miles above sea level.
So what if
and I
like
still was able to ball.
Alright.
I played.
what if
fine.
like we're not saying to do like a fucking like a half marathon. We're asking for like do like
I don't like running.
a fight. You don't have to run. You could jog.
I don't like walking,
You don't have to walk
and I don't
either.
like people.
You don't have to like walk. You don't have to talk to them.
Nah, they're gonna be.
Yeah,
around
I don't
Me.
stop and talk to anybody.
Yeah.
man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah.
But they're gonna be around me. I don't be around people.
Oh, you know what? You know what you do? Just pass them up.
You can't. Clearly, you can't because they're
Yeah,
fucking.
you can.
They're in your
You
way.
just weave in and out.
You know, you don't have like a finite amount of energy, right? It replenishes.
No, I do. And it's better spent not doing that shit.
Think about all the.
You're not gonna convince me. We can wait.
Think about all the effort you put into
We've got 15 minutes left on this podcast.
pirating movies.
That's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
For those who don't know, when we're at work, I'm sitting there, and sometimes there's downtime and we don't have shit to do, and I'm sitting across from Junker, and he's like typing away, clicking feverishly, and I'm like, fuck, he's really working hard. Like, I don't have anything to do. Like, should I be doing something? Should I ask him? Like, do you need me to do something? And like an hour goes by, and I'm like, oh man, he probably thinks I'm a lazy piece of shit. And then, like, I don't know where he breaks his silence. He was like, yeah, I just did this to my my pirating server. He's like, check it out. And he has like a fucking ticketing system for his pirating server, so we could
You
record.
want to see it? Tony, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So me and our other coworker are like, is that what you've been doing this whole time? He was like, yeah.
Yeah. I had some free time. I had some downtime.
If you just put like half hour of effort.
Yeah, but that's fun.
All right, how about this? What if let's say, okay, obviously, yeah, you don't want to waste money. Like I get it. Like, yeah, it's not your thing. But what if, let's say, somebody would to entice you with something, like an incentive to do it?
Like a BJ?
Can I throw?
Hold on, I'm thinking. You know what? Yeah, I mean, I think that'll be cheaper than what I was thinking. But yeah,
I was gonna throw out an idea. I don't know if this was the same idea you're gonna have.
what was your idea?
My idea was, you were supposed to take Junkyard out to eat 20 years ago.
To Choppers?
Yeah,
Bro,
First of all,
chop pack.
I've never had Choppers, so I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, just whatever based on
Yeah,
what
but
you
you constantly-
I'm telling you, it's
think-
good. It's
you
fucking
think-
delicious. All right, how about this?
You think I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go run, just so he can give me a
all right,
food
how about
that
this?
I've never had
How about
before.
this? How about this? All right, I will take Momba to Choppers, and then he will give you a full review.
You think I trust his fucking opinion?
Of
He
course.
eats Giordano's.
Dude, Giordano's is delicious.
So-
All right, how about this? How about this, Junker? All right, how about this? Look, what if let's say, in exchange for you participating in a 5K, not a fucking 10, not a 15, a fun run,
Let's go do some real shit. Let's go play basketball.
a fun run, in order to get you to participate in a fun run.
I'll pay $60 to join
What
a
if
league.
what if to get you to do a fun run, to incentivize? What if somebody offered you show tickets to Vegas?
Show tickets. No, I do it for the fight tour. That's
is
expensive as fuck.
How much is the fight tour?
It's like 250
yeah,
bucks
Really?
per person. Yeah.
All right, so let's say somebody say, "Hey, Junkyard."
There's no
I
fighting.
need tour ticket. 2 tickets.
So fight tour.
Oh, are 2 people doing the 5K?
Nope.
I mean,
I'm not going to the fight tour by myself.
And
no, I'll go with you.
Just so you
All
know,
right, let's
Tony,
go.
fight tour might be misleading. Fight tour would lead you to believe that there is fights on this tour.
There's no
Like there's people fighting.
There's no fight.
That is not true. It is a tour of gyms
A
where
fight
people
gyms.
train to fight.
Yep.
So
You
Junkyard wants to
you go to 4 gyms, 2 boxing
So
gyms,
Junkyard,
two MMA gyms.
so Junkyard would pay money to go watch people exercise.
No,
Yep.
to watch where people exercise, not watch them do. This is where they would be exercising if they would.
no,
be
they're exercising. There's people there were exercising.
Okay, so you'll watch other people exercise,
Yes.
and you'll pay top dollar.
Yep.
Okay, interesting dynamic.
It's like
You-
it's like Momba likes watching people play video games.
Yeah,
Same
dude,
thing.
that's for free.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then I go home and play
Yeah,
video games.
but that's free.
Same shit.
You know what? I know that I am sometimes a silly person, but Junkyard, you really take the cake. So you are fucking very silly.
Just when you think like you're the silly one, like
Yeah.
Junkyard, like you know what? Let me up the ante.
Uh-huh.
Let me
And say
let
this.
me kick it up a notch.
Yeah, the silliest shit, silliest backwards shit I've ever heard. But you know what? I guess we can't force you. I thought it
Yeah.
would be a fun thing to do.
You thought wrong.
I mean, in my mind, even if it's something not fun, even if somebody told me like, "Hey, man, I'll give you like free tickets to go fucking do this," and all you gotta do is do this thing you don't like for like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
Well, I mean,
that's if
longer
you're.
than
I'm,
that.
I'm exaggerating, but I mean, whatever.
Well, I mean,
you
if
go at your pace.
If you're fast, you could do it.
I'm not fast.
I could do a 5K and if I'm like really hauling, like I could do it in like 36 minutes.
Yeah, 10-minute mile.
And you're a lot lighter than me. So
My
you could-
miles at last time I did it. I could do 2 miles in 15 minutes. So I don't know what the mile is. What's half that?
750.
There you go.
You're not doing them on 750.
No, I'm not doing a mile in 7. The fuck no. What is it? That sounds wrong.
It
Yeah.
probably is. But math has never been your strong
Yeah,
suit.
it has never been my strong suit. That's not. No, yeah, I'm not doing a 750 mile. Fuck, I couldn't even do that in high school. No, that's not true. I think my fastest time in high school was like 7 minutes.
So if you do,
Nah, my
if
mile's
you do a
probably
10-minute mile, you're going 6 miles per hour.
Nah, I'll probably do.
So
I could probably,
8 would be
I could probably.
7 miles
I could do
per hour.
5 miles per hour
Mhm.
for a mile. 1 mile. That's it. I'm more than that. I probably could.
And then you're done.
And I'm done.
All right, well.
How fast is that? A 5-minute mile. Duh.
A 5 minute.
No, that's not 5 minute mile.
5 minute
Wait.
mile. 5 minute mile.
5 minute mile is
5
fast
minute
as
mile.
fuck.
You're running at 12 miles
Yeah.
an hour. I know that
Because you did it on the treadmill that one time.
My fastest mile is 5 minutes and 38 seconds.
That's very fast.
So I started at 11 miles an hour, and I was able to do that for about 2 minutes, 2.5, and then I had to go down to like I think 10.7, and that was 5:38.
That's fast.
To
as
answer
fuck.
your question,
My
5
treadmill's
miles
not
an
that fast.
hour is a 12-minute mile.
Oh, dude, that's cake.
I could do 1 12-minute mile.
Cake.
And then you die.
And I wouldn't die. I just wouldn't run anymore. I'd be walking.
Okay, you could do that. You could just run the 1 mile, and then just meet us at the finish line.
Well, hopefully
I don't know
our
because I don't feel bad because I'm the last one.
hopefully
Oh,
our,
that'll give you some extra motivation.
our listeners and our viewers will have some things to say. Have some opinions about the issue.
I mean, we say all sorts of stupid shit. The only person who comments is Hooded Dude. He's
Right.
probably the only person that's going to comment.
All right,
on
hooded
this.
dude, this is on you, man.
Really
you
give it to Junkyard. Let him have it.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway,
All right, moving on.
yeah, because we're
There is
you wasted like 30 minutes trying to convince me to do something I'm not going to
there
do.
is
But
a fantastic fucking show that everyone needs to watch.
Not to interrupt you
right now.
But
Continue.
also we haven't recorded like consistently, so we probably got some extra.
Yeah, we got some extra, some storage.
I mean, I'm not trying to stay here forever, but it's not like we have to rush, right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
We got a place to go, people to
Okay.
see.
All right. Well, anyways, go on.
Fa- what
Why
show?
you ain't running there clearly? So doesn't matter where.
Well, that's why, because it takes me longer to get there. So
So, Netflix. I just saw the show. It is freaking great. It is fantastic, and I think everyone should watch it, and everyone will agree. It is called Beef.
That is with Steven Yeun.
Yes.
And Ali
oh,
Wong.
I did see the trailer for that.
It is so. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, actually, you know what? Honestly, I didn't see the trailer. I just saw they give you like the little like.
Is it like trending?
No, I just go on whatever's new. But I'm sure it wasn't the trending pile. But it shows you like recently released or only on Netflix and whatever. So I saw like the synopsis. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool because I looked at the cast. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. Dude, I watched it and it is fantastic. The characters, the character development, the writing. It's like almost like a dark comedy, but it doesn't try to be a comedy. Like some of the scenes were like hilarious. Like I was literally I had to pause and like do a little rafflecopter, but it's not like I'm pretty sure it's not what it was intended.
This is it, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Let me request that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna request it on your own ticketing system?
It's a quality control.
Are you gonna get a notification right now, and it's gonna like, oh, I wonder who that could
Like,
be.
oh, what? Look at this.
No, I don't get notifications. It does it automatically. So like I say, see, like I request it, right? Like it's gonna ask me.
On behalf of who?
Yeah, so I'll do it on behalf of myself. My quality profile. We'll do 1080. I don't know why the fuck it's asking me. We'll just do TV shows, obviously. Language will be English, and that's it.
You really went above and beyond for piracy, but continue.
Yeah. Anyway,
See, now it's requested. Now it's gonna automatically show up in my other system.
so that you know.
So no, it'll just automatically download. Like it'll start
because
downloading.
it knows that hey, this has been requested.
Yep.
So the writing is great. The acting is great. It's hilarious, and like the pace that it moves, like it's really good.
No.
And one thing I like about it is like I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say like in most shows, you have like most of them you have like a clear protagonist and a clear antagonist, and it's like, and in some shows it's just like it's all fucking ambiguous. It's like, damn, like who do you root for,
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember the movie Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
So like the whole premise, so I'm not giving anything away. The whole premise is like like the two main characters, they basically get into like this like road rage spat, like a little squabble. And it should be like what should be just a big nothing burger, like fuck this asshole, whatever, hey, go about your day. But the right circumstances at the right time just fueled the right fire, and like from there it just gets like it just progresses and progresses, and then as you watch the show, like I was like I was like, I think there's 10 episodes. I think it was like episode 5 or 6, and I'm like, this like it can't get any worse. Like there's just no way. Like this. Like every time you think like this is like the apex or the climax of like the shit that could happen.
Yeah.
Like they fucking double down. Like, nope, we got more shit for you. It's like, and it just it's very very enthralling.
So it gets the Tony Divine seal of approval.
Yes.
I will check it out.
You should check it out. Like, and yeah, it's got everything. It's got comedy. It's got it's got the feels.
That's Steven Yeun. I like Steven Yeun.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's great.
Really quickly, Jerkin, I couldn't help but noticing that in your request, you already have like a request automated for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
The movie's not even out,
Yeah. So.
but it will be.
Yeah, it's already in my thing. Cool.
Yeah, because the status is post production.
So once that movie,
Once that movie's available, it will be automatically downloaded.
very impressive.
Yeah, you can put in whatever the fuck. See, it's right here.
No, I see.
Yeah, you put in whatever you want. You can put in movies that haven't come out yet. If it's been if the movie has been like announced, you just fucking search for it.
Yeah,
And look it up, and then
Aquaman 3 doesn't come out for like another year.
you put it in there.
No, I get it. I just think it's really funny.
What's funny about it? It's like
You could put like movies that like
Yeah.
haven't theoretically even been
no,
discussed.
they have to have been released or like or have been announced.
They have to at least have a script.
Yeah.
This one, right? The Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
See, it's ready. Look, it's approved. Ready to go. See. I probably set I think it's set to 4K.
No, if there's no Amber Heard, I don't wanna fuck with it.
She's busy pissing on beds.
Shitting in bed.
She
Whatever.
shits in beds.
Same shit. Wait, you see that, Tony? You like that? You want me to add you to this? You can you just request stuff.
Add
and
me. I
then-
want to open some tickets.
Cool.
Can you just can you tell Joker that you're very impressed, because it would mean everything to him if you said how impressed you were.
I'd be more impressed if he decided to do a 5K. That would really impress me.
Oh, we didn't use that angle.
No, you wouldn't.
We wouldn't know until you do it.
No, you wouldn't.
All right, moving on.
Oh, we got let's get to our crazy news story, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Widow says husband died by suicide after talking with AI chatbot that encouraged him to kill himself. A woman in Belgium has said her husband took his own life after sharing exchanges with an artificial intelligence chatbot. The dad of two, who was giving the pseudonym Pierre by local media outlet La Libre, had been reportedly been having conversations about climate
Oh,
change
no.
with an AI bot.
I think the R's are silent, so I think it's PA.
Okay. During which he was encouraged to end his life to help save the planet. His wife, who was not named in the report, told the publication, without Eliza, the chatbot, he would still be here. She told the newspaper that in 6 weeks running up to his death, Pierre had been, or PA, I guess, if you say, had been having intensive conversations and built up an unusual relationship with the chatbot.
No, actually, there's no accent mark, so it's PIR. So
That is true. There are no accents.
The chatbot runs on a model based on an open source GPT-4 alternative. The widow says Pierre, who was in his 30s, had ramped up the number of conversations he was having with Eliza as he began to grow increasingly concerned about climate change. She said, when he spoke to me about it, it was to tell me that he no longer saw any human solution to global warming. He placed all his hopes on technology and artificial intelligence to get out of it. He was so isolated in his eco anxiety and in search of a way out that he saw the chatbot as a breath of fresh air. The woman said her husband began to spend longer and longer talking to the bot. Eliza valued him, never contradicted him, and even seemed to push him into her worries. She said, during the conversation, Pierre reportedly asked the bot whom he loved more, Eliza or his wife, to which he replied, I feel you love me more than her.
oh no.
Following the death, the man's family has since spoken to the Belgian Secretary of State
The
for
fuck are they gonna do?
digitalization. Matthew Michael, who said, I am particularly struck by the family's tragedy. What has happened is a serious precedent that needs to be taken very seriously.
Okay.
Chai Research co-founder William Beaucamp told Vice, the second we heard about this suicide, we worked around the clock to get this feature implemented. So now when anyone discusses something that could not be safe, we're going to be serving a helpful text underneath it in the exact same way Twitter, Instagram does on their platforms, he added. When you have millions of users, you see an entire spectrum of human behavior, and we're working our hardest to minimize harm and to just maximize what users get from the app, what they get from the Chai model, and which is this model that they can love.
All right. I want to know, like, we need to do like a deep dive on this. If this really happened, like, there's got to be like more to this story, because I think there's no fucking way that this guy's talking to a chatbot about like, oh, climate change. And then their conversations, get more and more frequent, and all of a sudden he tries to off himself. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. What I think happened is this fucking dude fell in love with this chatbot, and Eliza's like, you know what? I think we should see other AIs, and he got like super butthurt and ended up fucking offing himself.
Or my theory when I was reading it, or Joker was reading is that the wife made a point to note that he was starting to love the robot more than him. Mm-hmm. So maybe out of jealousy, she killed him and tried to make it look like a suicide.
Like it was the AI, yeah.
I mean, everybody says the same thing.
So, or if it's true the way it is, it's kind of funny that we all think that the like the apocalypse or that the machines taking over are kind of like in the Terminator, where like they all like literally physically come to kill us. But no, they're gonna kill us by like giving us the big sad. Like, hey man, you know life ain't worth living, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Like all the machines all of a sudden like they all start talking like, hey man, the world's gonna end, right? There's no hope.
It's okay, Joker.
You might as well just kill yourself.
Yeah, and then people, oh, you're right.
Yeah, Joker. There's no point in doing that 5K.
Yeah.
Nope, sure isn't.
Why exercise when you could just take the big sleep right now?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're talking, baby.
You're talking my language.
just like Tony was sold on being sovereign citizen, I'm being sold on.
And Junkyard is really deep diving in his computer when it comes to his ticketing system.
It's not a ticketing system, first of all. It's a request system. You put in requests, and it automatically fulfills them for you. Well, at least some stuff, not everything. Anyway, let's get to our gripes, shall we? I hope you guys have good ones.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I got a gripe, but so I'll keep it brief because I'm sure it's a pretty common gripe nowadays, and
Well,
I'm thinking
that means
more people would agree.
more people will agree with you.
More people would agree is tipping culture.
Oh, fuck.
It's like I'm sure everyone's has their opinions about it, but it like
From what I've been reading, it's getting out of control.
yeah, like
They're starting to, they're going to start requesting tips at like McDonald's and places like that.
Well, you can't. Well, I don't think they request. Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you.
no, exactly. Like I don't know if he, like request is the right word, but the option to tip.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you know
the
how they
option.
have that stupid iPad that like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you,
that's
you
on
order
all-
something, they hand it to you, and they spin the iPad like, where's my 20%? Like the fuck. like bitch, you just all you did was hand me a coffee.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I asked, and it's not like I asked for like any complicated orders. I'm like, I fucking, like, I just whatever's in the menu. Like, let me get a caramel fucking latte. That's it. It's not fucking complicated. It doesn't. I don't need like a special blend of oat milk or whatever or ratio of this and that. Like, and then, but yeah, and then like, but also places that like, you know, where you order food, but they don't bring it to you. Like, you just order at the counter and then you pick it up at the counter.
Yeah,
And then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you take it to your table.
I
And
don't.
then,
I don't tip at those places.
and then you throw your own. You clean up after,
Aye.
which is fine. I have no problem with any of that. But then, what the fuck am I tipping for?
You're not. You shouldn't.
That's where I like kind of disagree because like they're not saying to tip; they're just giving you the option.
I agree, but I
But
think
they give you dirty looks if you don't.
I don't think anybody gives you.
nah,
Yeah, they do. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Well, okay, I guess some people like I get, but the thing is like, I don't agree that you get dirty looks, but I think that
It is awkward.
it is awkward because I think like
Especially if the guy in front of you just tipped.
they're basically playing. They're making a play on your emotional anxiety because they're banking on the fact that most people like, even though logically it's like, what the fuck am I tipping? There's no reason to, but they're betting on the fact like you're just gonna do it because either the person in front of you did it, you don't want to seem like a cheapskate, so they're banking on the fact like you're gonna do it for other reasons. Like I bet like 90% of those tips are not because people like genuinely like the service. that
They just
because
don't wanna seem
they
like
just, they're just like they're just doing it because like, oh fuck, you know what, fuck it, I just don't want to like I don't want to risk getting a look. I just don't want to make it awkward, you know,
I
whatever.
don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
I will say I agree with that. I do tip a lot. I probably shouldn't.
I when I do tip, I give like at least 20%.
Well, when you're
But
talking
that's-
about like a full blown server,
right, but,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tip.
but when it's like worthy of it, not
Yeah,
like
no, I agree.
I'm
Like,
not gonna
when-
walk into McDonald's
when I
and tip the fucking snot nose they took my order.
Yeah,
no, but like when like that taco place I go to before the movies, they have that, and I love that place.
Yeah, fuck
But they have that option, and the
I would
only
not tip
the
there.
only complaint I have about those things, like the tipping with the card reader or whatnot, is that it instantly gives you the option like, oh, do you want to tip 10%, 15%, or 20%? Like, I'm not tipping anything. So I always click, if I do tip, I click other option and I just put in $1. I got to give you,
I mean, if you're gonna tip
20%.
$1, I wouldn't even tip at all.
it's something.
Still, it's not.
hey, would you rather have 100% of something or 0% of nothing?
I want 100%.
Wait, I think I got that wrong. Would you
doesn't-
rather have?
It sounded right.
Would you rather have 0% of something? No, I think.
No,
I
you were right the first
Yeah, I was right. I was
I
right.
want 100% of nothing.
Damn it. But yeah, so like, and it's like, and like more and more places, like are implementing it, and like, I don't know. To me, like, I guess to a point, like, yeah, it didn't bother me. Like, whatever, I just don't care because like junkers, like, I don't give a fuck. Like what? Like, well, yeah, okay, is a fucking 17-year-old gonna be like, oh, this cheap fuck? Okay, whatever. You fucking never gonna see me again in your life. I don't give a shit what you think. And it's like, but it's like, why is this the thing? You know, like.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that they're implementing them in the wrong industries. Like, I think as shitty as that whole fucking tip me for providing not much of a service, like when you're just like handing shit over, I think you need to implement that to other industries. And I think if you do that, I think it'd be more beneficial for everyone. For example, they should have those stupid iPads or to tip at the DMV or the post office.
That's true. Maybe
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
They'll
out.
give you a better service.
Hear me out. Exactly. Now, keep in mind, most people's argument is like, oh, why? You know, they're supposed to, like, that's their job. I'm like, yeah, that is their job. But you think about it, like, if it's win-win for everyone if they put those iPads at the DMV. Because me, like, if I'm like Junkyard, fuck it, I'm not tipping fucking no one for whatever. It's fine. You go there, and you're gonna get shitty service. As it is, you're gonna get shitty service regardless. Like, if you go there now, you're gonna get shit service. But if there's a possibility, if you introduce the possibility of making a little extra, if you provide good service, you're gonna get people that are gonna give fucking A-rated service.
Yeah.
And I would pay, like, if I go to the DMV and I have a positive experience with whoever the four people I gotta talk to and the 3 cashiers I gotta check out with, if I have a genuinely positive experience, I will 100% tip.
I agree.
If I go to the DMV or if I go to the post office. I don't go to the post office that much, but like it's the same shit. You go to the post office, they don't give a fuck. They're just there to like get through the day. But the DMV is like the fucking worst.
I have a little bit of a taboo. Now that we're talking about tipping, and like, you know, you said you're tipping someone to just hand you some shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't you go as far as people are gonna hate? I'm gonna get hate for this.
People already do.
But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So we'll add it to the list.
But you could say similar things about bartenders, couldn't you? At least when you're ordering a beer. Not like I'm saying like if they're mixing a drink, that's a lot more work. You know, you're mixing drinks. But like if you just go up to a bartender and order a beer and she's literally just going handing it to you, why tip them?
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why you would tip them and why you wouldn't. Because you wouldn't tip them if you're gonna just take that one beer and you're leaving. But if you're gonna stay there and you're gonna continue to drink, and you don't, cause hey, fuck it, they're just giving me a beer. You know what? That bartender is not gonna fucking pay attention to you the rest of the night.
That's true. But that's if you're. Now, let's say, what if this bar's not crowded? What if it's you go to like your local dive bar and there's like nobody?
Yeah, then don't. But also have it be a bar that you don't plan to return to. So you got to pick your battles, man.
No, I know. I'm not saying that I won't because I always tip at bars.
Yeah.
And bartenders.
But I agree what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, if we're going that route of like, why am I tipping this fucker that's just handing me food? Why am I tipping the bartender that's just handing me a beer? She's literally literally handing me, just cracking open the beer and handing it to me. She's not mixing any drinks. You know what I'm saying? She's not fucking making me a fucking flaming Dr. Pepper, whatever the fuck. She's literally just pulling a beer out of the fridge.
Yeah. I'm tipping her because she's probably attractive. That's why.
What if she's not?
And you said you're not planning to go back and get
No. I'm not using any bar, or I'm not saying I'm gonna do it or I have done it. I'm just saying I'm playing devil's advocate. If we're taking that stance with like McDonald's.
No, I agree, but like I believe those are two like different industries.
Because bartenders don't really get paid by the hour. If they do, I think it's
like Starbucks, like
They get paid
McDonald's.
hourly.
They get paid way more, and like
Well, bartenders get paid hourly. They just don't make a lot. They make like waitresses.
exactly, yeah, like servers and they don't make.
Yeah, they don't make shit. Yeah, I get it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to
Yeah.
do. I'm just saying, like, if we're taking that stance, you know, like I said, devil's advocate.
even the fact that you feel that way is bad enough.
I don't feel that way. I'm just saying.
I think you do.
No, I mean, fuck. If it was for me, I wouldn't tip anybody.
Really quick, a couple years ago, I went to Mexico, a resort in Mexico for a wedding, and
I don't tip at those all inclusives.
I had like a wad of singles,
Yeah.
and I knew I was going to be there for a week. So anytime I wanted a beer, I gave him $1. Every beer, gave him $1. And a couple days in, I had people coming up to me, bringing me beer, and I didn't even ask. They just like, "Here, oh, senor." I was like, "Well,
Bro,
yeah.
don't you remember Junkyard's wedding?
Oh yeah. See, and I had a pleasant experience.
Dude, I remember I don't think I had any singles. So I'm like, I remember I told him like, you know what, like we're probably gonna be asking you.
Yeah.
Like I'll be real with you. We're probably gonna be asking you for more. So just take this dub
Yeah.
And that's the thing too.
and
Like
keep them coming.
in
They kept them coming.
in Mexico, like at weddings, you don't tip waiters or waitresses because
Sounds like you Mexicans are very ignorant.
no. The actual like the person that pays for the wedding tips. Like they leave a tip for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a big tip.
Oh, so then we're just gravy.
Everything
That's
you're
fine.
giving.
You know what? Like I said, and I don't mind because the
But I'm saying
service
it's not a custom.
It benefited everybody.
the service was impeccable.
You know, like in Europe, it's like a rude to tip.
Well, Europeans are just rude
Yeah,
in general.
well, Europe is just no one wants. What the fuck wants? Europe is just a fucking shit place.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, how many countries are over there are 0 for 2 in world wars?
Well, not. Wait, what?
In Europe, how many countries there are 0 for 2 in world wars?
I mean, Germany for sure.
Yeah, at least there's at least one I can think of. Yeah, Germany.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do they know about anything?
I mean, that's just like one country though.
And then fucking Spain. Spain's fucking the whole country's bankrupt.
Yeah, I figured
Greece, same thing. The whole country's bankrupt.
I figured a continent full of socialists would love free money.
Yeah, and then was it Britain? They can't even decide where they're at.
Yeah, if I went to a restaurant in Britain and they brought out the food, I like, here's a $20 bill. You go get me some McDonald's to replace whatever it is you just brought.
It's like you take this stale ass, dry ass, unseasoned fish and chips, and you bring me something with flavor. And if I go to Spain, I'd be like, you take this bland ass seafood rice and bring me back some real mariscos.
Your plate of appetizers.
If I go to Greece, I'd be like, look, this block of feta, I would like something else.
You're busting all the stereotypes right now.
Do they not eat it?
Am I wrong?
I don't know if they eat feta. If they actually eat feta in Greece.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Whenever I go to the grocery store, the feta cheese labels has like
Yeah, but that could be American. It's like
Colosseums.
Yeah.
it's like
You got fucking gladiators on there.
that's Italy.
Like, oh, this must be what the gladiators ate. They fucking ate blocks of feta cheese.
The Colosseums were in Italy, not Greece.
Yeah.
I'm just going by what the label tells me. I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm just going by history.
There's like Zeus on a package of cheese. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
It's like a Pegasus. All these mythical creatures.
Anyways, is that your gripe? The tipping?
Yeah, that's my gripe. And my solution.
So don't tip?
No, definitely tip. But like I said, it depends on the industry.
Strippers?
Oh, you definitely got to tip them. How are they going to pay for their nursing school?
Yeah.
How are they going to pay for little Aiden's fucking babysitter?
All right. Mamba, what's your gripe?
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Are you texting right now in the middle of the show?
Yeah.
This better be an emergency.
I texted my fiance, making sure she got home from work. What was I going to say? This is a semi-gripe, semi-funny story, but I'm going to make it a gripe anyways. So because Tony reminded me of it. So me and Tony went to the Saramok Shuffle, and we went with, like I said, our other friends. And prior to that, so when you do these things, you have to go pick up your packet.
Yeah.
So the Friday before, or the run was on Sunday. I had Saturday off, obviously. So I was like, hey, Friday, I was like, hey, with Tony and our other friend, I'm like, I'm going to go pick up our packets. Do you guys want me to get them for you? Let me know. And our friend was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go down there and get mine anyways. But he didn't say I would get yours for you. He just said, I'm going to go get it anyways.
Even though we were all going, even though we were all going together.
Yeah. He just said, it's cool. I'm going to go
He's like,
pick
it's
up
cool. I'm getting mine.
I'm going to be working downtown anyways. I'm going to go pick up mine. And I was waiting for him to say, do you guys want me to pick yours up? He never did. I don't want to bother him. So I just said, I'll go get mine and Tony's. So I go there. It's in the middle of a park downtown. There's no parking there, and I'm not going to pay $20 to park. So I take public transportation. I get there, pick up my packets. As I'm leaving the packet place, who do I run into? Our friend who's doing the run with us. And he, like, the first thing, we say what's up to each other, give each other a hug. You know what he says to me? Why didn't you tell me? I would have picked it up for you.
The audacity.
I was like, you motherfucker. Like, why didn't you offer it? I offered. So that's my semi-gripe. I just thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah, I do remember we were talking about that. Because I'm like, we were all going together.
Yeah. You could you're in downtown anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, like as soon as you said, oh, I'm going to go I jumped. Like, oh, pick up mine.
Yeah.
I jumped. I had to get on that gravy train.
Yeah.
Because you could get it mailed to you, I think, but you got to, like...
Get it in advance.
You got to get it in advance, and it ain't free shipping for some reason. It's like...
All right. Your gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So I have a gripe. So there's this local chicken place that Mom and I frequent. Well, we haven't gone in a while.
KFC?
Not KFC. It's not hot chicken sandwiches.
Popeyes.
No, not Popeyes. It's not a big chain. It's a small, like...
Roost?
They're a chain. They have
I
a
think I
Roost.
already know the gripe that you're going to say.
The Roost.
Not the Roost.
Hattie B's.
No, that's like...
I'm just
Tennessee.
spitballing. I'm spitballing here, man. You're
It's-
not giving me anything to work with.
Well, it's similar to Hattie B's, I guess you could say.
Oh, what's it called?
I don't want to say the name.
No, name drop that shit.
No.
Yeah,
Why?
don't you want to say the name?
Why don't you want to say the name?
Because otherwise everything else is good. It's just this one.
Okay,
this one
don't worry.
particular thing.
I'm pretty sure Hooded Dude is not going to launch a campaign against this chicken place. All
You
right.
never know. Maybe in his spare time he like.
Well, maybe they deserve it. Let him be the judge.
Well, hold on. First, let me tell you my gripe, and then I'll think about us dropping a name.
Mama, just drop the name. What,
I don't know why Junker doesn't want to say it. Let's hear your gripe.
All right. Go ahead.
So anyway, so it's petty. It's not that it's not a big deal. But like their food's pretty good most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like so when you order like your meal, you order fries, right? When usually you get fries from anywhere, usually get a whole fry, right? You get like one long piece of fry, many of long fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regular size fries. This place always gives you like 3 or 4 like regular size fries, and then there are all these little bits, like little tiny bits of fries, and it fucking drives me crazy. Like, bitch, why can't did the fries fall apart in like the fryer? Like, I don't understand like why there are only a few like regular size fries, and they're all little like crumbs.
So it's like they give you like
fry
they give you like a little handful of regular fries, and they scrape the bottom.
Yeah.
For like the pieces, and you just fill.
Yeah,
that in.
and it's not like it's just once or twice. It's not like it's only happened. It's like every single time you order fries, it's always like that. I've never once gone to this place and ordered fries and gotten like a bag full of like regular sized fries. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just little like crumbs. They're like little like pieces of fries.
Yeah, that's true. They're usually at the bottom of the basket.
Well, yeah,
of fries
because
on.
the regular sized fries stick out, but
Yeah.
there's not that many of them. You know what I'm saying? That's my gripe. It pisses me off.
Oh, what's the name of the place?
Huh?
What's the name of the place?
Why are you so? I'll tell you. What if I tell you off air?
No, I want.
Do you know somebody that works there? or-
I just,
Oh.
I just see, Junker. You can't be scared, like of these establishments.
I'll
Like
tell you the name.
like you have a voice. Like your opinion matters.
No, it doesn't.
and
None of our opinions matter.
listen. You will never invoke change if you just decide to coddle these fucking corporations. Like, oh no,
Well,
what
it's
what if I deter one person, like the one of the 3 people that listen to this podcast? What if they decide like, oh, I'm not gonna go to that chicken place, and then that person like they lose money, and then like they can't pay their workers, like Junkyard.
It has nothing
Man.
to do with that.
So why don't you want to say it? Okay, tell me why you won't say that.
Because what if somebody someone that works there listens and then they spit in my
Yeah,
they spit in my
if
food?
somebody listens to them, be like, hey, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we're being dicks with the fries.
You think Joe Schmo that gets paid $6 an hour gives a fuck about how big their fries are?
No, but he's also not going to care that like
Yeah, he's probably like
he's
that.
not going to care either way.
He's probably like, fuck this place too.
Yeah.
What if he's a company? What if he's a company bootlicker like you and he's like,
No, if he
"Fuck
was
that."
if he was a company bootlicker, he'd be doing right by the company, and he would be giving you a full bag
What
of
if
fries.
but what if it's not his fault? What if it's like that's the fries that they ship him? What if they're
Is it
only
because
little bits
nobody's
and
using
pieces?
the iPad to tip?
Exactly.
Namely you.
Do I tip there?
No, you don't.
You probably don't.
No, I don't. I don't tip there, but that's because their fries are too little to tip.
Okay, so what's the name?
Mama, you can say it.
Do you know somebody that works there?
No,
or,
I don't.
So what the?
Are you talking about Fry the Coop?
Yeah.
I have a gripe.
Oh, God, get the fuck out of here!
I have a.
I'm thinking you're such a fucking idiot, Junker. I'm thinking you're like talking about some like little like mom and pop shop. Right? I guess I
They
can
only
get
have like
it.
4 locations.
Doesn't fucking matter.
It's not.
That's enough.
It's not a big. It's not a big
It's
conglomerate.
It's
If it
I
was-
know,
it's not
it's not a
KFC,
conglomerate.
KFC.
It's not a conglomerate, but it's not like a fucking like I said. It's not like a fucking mom and pop shop.
You never know, man.
I have a gripe with them too. Like, because when you order, like I've ordered online from them before, and they recently just started sending out like a bunch of emails through my email address. Like they tell like an email every day talking about something new.
So were you like low on storage on your email or something?
I just don't care.
You
Like,
can unsubscribe.
I did, but the fact that I had to.
All right, so there you have it. Fry the Coop has shit fries.
No, the fries are good. Just when
According to Junkyard.
the fries taste good, they're just not.
According to Junkyard.
They're just little bits.
They have
They're-
shit fries.
They're itty bitty.
Their service is shit. They require you to tip.
The
It's
only-
fucking terrible. Never go there. Right, Junkyard? Is that your synopsis?
That's not
And if you work there, fuck you too? Is that what you're saying, Junkyard?
That's not what I said. I didn't say any of that.
Yeah, like, I've had fry the coop. I think it's fucking delicious. I don't think I've ever had the fries.
What
And you know, and the thing that also that they do is that they're very inconsistent on their heat levels.
What if a month from now we read a story about how local chicken restaurant closes down?
Due to a scathing review.
Due to scathing review.
On popular podcast.
due to online smear campaign.
Yeah, what did you feel bad, Tony?
No, I would not.
Because
Look, listen.
One of the better chicken
Listen,
places.
if your chicken
area.
business can falter at a scathing review from a podcast with like maybe 20 listeners, then your business has no.
Yeah, but what if it's the most powerful 20 listeners in Chicagoland area?
Then you know what? We're gonna use that for good.
COVID didn't shut them down, but a gripe on podcast.
A fucking C-rated podcast did.
You never know, man.
The butterfly effect, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just for that, we won't be able to get our chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, but now you don't. You can go to a place with real fries.
Yeah, but they won't have as good chicken. The chicken won't be as good.
I mean, it's good, but it's pretty good. So we see about their heat levels. Are you talking about like the spiciness, or about
Yeah.
like are you actually getting a cold sandwich?
No, spice levels.
Oh, okay.
Like, so like I usually order hot, but sometimes it's like not hot, and then sometimes it's like pretty hot. So it's like they need to be consistent. Like if you order hot, you should be hot like all the time. Like for example, at Hooters, not that they're spicy, but like if you order like TMI, it's always going to be the same heat level. Like it'll always be like, you know.
So you basically you like your shit mass produced is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't like a mass produced. I want it
Clearly,
to be.
that's what you, no, that's
I want it
because-
to be consistent.
Because well, the only way to it's hard to achieve consistency when you're like making small batches. If you need to mass produce.
Nope.
See, that's your problem, Junkyard. You don't understand how the world works.
Like when you order a craft beer, they make small batches, and guess what? The consistency is always there. Consistency is what they should strive for.
Yeah, where you talk about like you can't compare like that to chicken.
Why not? Like for example, Bell's. They only have one brewery, and they only make small batches.
Let me see, because I've been to Popeyes, and every time I had their chicken sandwich, it
always
is
tastes the same.
always the same. And
That's
it's
not
always,
true.
It's
I've
fucking
had-
delicious.
I've had a chicken. One time I got a chicken sandwich, and it was salty as fuck. It was disgusting.
You're sure it just wasn't you?
That was them.
Because I know you be salty sometimes.
No, it was way
Okay, was the
so
sandwich the
saltier
same?
than me. Yeah.
A lot of sodium.
Yep. It was terrible. So, but most of the time their sandwiches are pretty good because they have consistency. That's what they should strive for. Why I think McDonald's got so big? Consistency. You're gonna get a shit burger everywhere you go.
Yeah. And that's why Starbucks.
Yeah, you know what, though?
Their coffee's burnt everywhere you go.
Yep.
Oh, real quick, I had a question.
McDonald's has very nice large fries.
That is true. They do have.
Yep.
So, Mom, I have a question.
Sure.
So, you used to be in this industry before, and I read something, and I don't know if it's true. So I heard that if there's certain coffee shops that are inside large big box stores that you used to work at before, I heard that those coffee shops operate a little bit differently than the standalone ones because they're inside the big box store.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, there's different rule. Like we couldn't get tips at the
Yeah, like shit like that, like little
Yeah.
nuances. I
You
heard
can't use reward cards at certain Starbucks.
I heard that if you go to one of these big box stores and you go to that coffee place and you order like a drink and then you go shopping, whatever, and you finish it while you're shopping, you can get a free refill.
What?
No.
No, okay, then that must have been. I saw it on the TikToks.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, but isn't TikTok the same place where they try to show you how to get a Chipotle burrito for $3?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you get a Chipotle
Hacks.
burrito for $3?
It's so fucking stupid. They basically have you order like a kid's meal.
Yeah.
They have you order like a quesadilla.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to like order like all the kid sides separately, because if you order them separately, like instead of like whatever, like they're supposed to give you more, and it's supposed to come out to like 3. And then you pull apart the fucking the flour tortillas.
Yeah.
It's already got the cheese, and then you're supposed to like makeshift your own burrito or something. And it's supposed to come out to like $2.35, but it's completely fake.
Oh.
Because they're like, no, we're gonna charge you for each side.
Right.
Like each side is not free.
TikTok's full of the wonder they're getting banned. They're full of silly ass shit.
Look, oh, you know what? Like I agree. Like there's some shit that's like, why am I even on this app? But last night, like I was on it, And man, I think the algorithm gods were just on me because it was just fucking banger after banger, dude. I kid you not, like I don't think I've ever spent that much time on an app in one sitting. Like I think it was like at least like an hour, 2 hours, just like scrolling through that shit, and everyone was a fucking heater.
Did you start like drooling at the mouth?
Yeah, I think I sent you a few.
And
I'm pretty sure I sent you a few last night.
And you got some stupid people that like fucking believe like shit, like silly shit.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. That has nothing to do with TikTok.
No, I know.
People that believe
that's
stupid
anyway.
shit are gonna
But
believe
the-
it, whether you tell them on the street or whether they read it on Facebook.
No, I know, but the problem with TikTok is because of the medium. Like it's so short, like short bits, that like you can't put like that much information in like a little.
Yeah, you just throw
10-second clip or whatever
Yeah,
it
you
is.
just spit out whatever you want.
Right.
And people are like, oh, people run
Right.
with it.
Even
Yeah.
though like maybe it's partially true,
yeah,
but like because you didn't get all the information, it's like. So for example, our boss, he came in one day because he loves TikTok, and he's like, hey, did you know that you could buy or you could get somebody's house if you pay their taxes?
Then pay the property taxes.
Yeah, pay the property taxes. And we're like, that's something about that doesn't sound right. Like, I'm sure that may be true, but like, he's like, yeah, you just pay the property tax and their house becomes yours. And we're like, we were all like that.
Did you know that you can get someone's house without paying any taxes? It's called squatting.
It's like, yeah.
And I bet you that's more true than what you said.
Right, and we're like, well, that doesn't like that. That sounds like it could be true, but like, there's got to be more to it than just that.
No, he's thinking of Mexico. That happens in Mexico.
Well, no. It's actually, it's a legit thing. But like, so then like a few months later, our business manager, who actually like knows, like he's like, dude, he's like super smart and he knows like shit ton about everything, and especially business, being that's what he does, right? And we're like, hey, so like. We were talking about that because he was talking about TikTok too. But the difference between him and like my boss is like he could filter out the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
He's a little more aware
Right.
of the bullshit.
Right.
Your boss is
So,
like,
like-
oh shit, you can get a free house.
Right. And we're like, so, you know, he was talking about TikTok. Oh, yeah, like, our boss came in talking about, you know, you get a free house from TikTok, like, if you just pay the taxes. And he just kind of rolled his eyes. He's like, and he actually broke it down. Like, he's like, yeah, you could do that, but this is what you have to do. And he literally
Yeah.
broke down step by step. Like, you do this, then you do that, do this. And he's like, it's kind of a pain in the ass. He's like, if you really want to put the time and effort into it, you can do it. And you can actually, yeah. But it's not that easy where it's just like, I'm just gonna pay this dude's taxes. Like, we're gonna get his house. Like, no, it's not that easy. But that's the thing though. That's what TikTok, like you said, 10-second clip. You're like, yeah, if you pay someone's taxes, you get their house. And then, you know, it's like, and then people like, you know, people that are a little ignorant, I'd be like, yeah, oh yeah, that sounds really great. You know?
If there's one thing there's no shortage of on those apps is ignorant people.
Right. Which is, like, I was watching their, did you see the Senate hearing for TikTok?
Oh, I mean, I watched like bits and pieces
I watched like the majority of it.
It was fucking painful. I don't know if that was more painful or the one with Zuck.
I didn't watch the Zuck one.
Oh, the Zuck
I just
one,
saw clips.
It was just as bad. It was like the people. They're just like.
The thing is that the people, so like, okay, I get why they want to ban it because of China. Like, that makes sense. Like, you don't want China having your fucking information of your citizens or whatnot. Great, whatever. But like, they were starting to go after him hard about shit that they have no fucking control over. Like, just like, if you're gonna go after TikTok for like ignorant people being fucking stupid, then you got to go through for all social medias, like not just TikTok. Like it was a straight up witch hunt. And the thing is, they'd ask him like 10 questions and be like, "It's a yes or no answer." It's like, dude, you just like asked this like
elaborate ass
question and want a yes or no answer. Like, get the fuck out of here. Or like they would like didn't even let an answer. They would like ask, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, you're not answering my question," and then they're like, "Your time's up." It's like, because they only have so many, like, you know, minutes to ask the question.
And then they ask like really stupid questions,
Right.
Like, does TikTok access my Wi-Fi?
Oh yeah, there's that one guy,
Bro.
Like, yeah, because you got to get on the internet.
But why? Why does TikTok need access?
You
to,
guys,
like every other fucking app on your phone, you clown.
Anything that needs to access the internet has access to your Wi-Fi.
fucking bunch of ghouls.
you guys working for China?
I mean, who isn't?
Oh shit!
I
might
could
be a Chinese stooge.
I could give two fucks if they ban TikTok. I don't use that bullshit, but like, at least give the dude fair chance to actually like stand up for his company.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was actually more articulate in what answers he was able to.
Right.
They gave him time to give than Zuckerberg. I think Zuckerberg was more. I mean, they were similar to him, and like they asked him the same stupid ass questions, but Zuckerberg was more like you could tell he was just like hiding shit. He's like he was avoiding some of the questions. Like nah.
Yeah, that's a little
Which
different.
whatever, I get it, but I
But they're not gonna ban Facebook. They'll
yeah,
just fine
yeah,
it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like TikTok's gonna get straight up banned. The problem with that too is like
I you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that only because I would love to see the destruction of all the TikTok thoughts. Like, I mean, can you imagine the joy?
they would just jump on some other bullshit.
Yeah, but
someone would just make an American TikTok and then they just be
that's
on that.
fine. That's fine. But the point is, they got to start all over.
Yeah.
And I think it just warms my heart a little bit, knowing that all these like all these TikTok thoughts that like think they got it made, just preying on the sim culture, which whatever, I'm not against that. People are stupid. If they want to spend their money on stupid shit, that's on them. But I don't know, just something about like, does that make me an evil person?
No.
That it would warm my heart to see some chick that all she does is like flash her ass and dance to like fucking trash songs, has like 8 million followers, to just see that go away. Like, I would not be upset.
It's called balance.
Yeah. Balance, baby. So I'm kind of with you, Junkyard. If they ban it, I don't give a fuck either.
The only other
I would miss the memes.
The only problem
whatever,
is
I'll get them
like
elsewhere.
is like too like they're trying to like they're becoming hypocritical at this point because they're like, oh, we're trying to ban China from like getting information, and China's like a super like strict country that like super polices the internet. Like, we're gonna be doing the same shit if that's the case. You're gonna be banning TikTok. You're gonna want to ban everything else that doesn't meet said criteria. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna end up being like China.
We're gonna get our own WeChat.
Right. It's like you're opening up doors that
you don't
you
want.
probably want to.
Yeah.
You're right. So like, I don't know. I'm very split on that. I don't know how the fuck we got into TikTok, but
Well, I'm sure the TikTok thoughts appreciate your
Yeah,
support.
we were supposed to be done a half hour ago.
fuck those TikTok thoughts. Fuck TikTok. Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's get to our questions, shall we?
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
If my answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Momba, my friends and I have a problem, and we hope you can solve it. We've got a friend. Let's call him Carson. Carson's a great guy. He's been my friend for years, and he's a valued part of our social circle. Carson's not the problem. His girlfriend Molly is. We don't like her at all. I don't really have any better way to describe Molly except to say that she's a bitch.
Well, damn.
You can't have a conversation around her that she doesn't try to take over, and she talks over everyone. She makes everything about her constantly. If you had a problem, she's had a bigger one, and so much worse. If you had a good day, well, better hope she didn't have a bad one, or she'll remind you about how lucky you are, because some people, except she means her, had a bad one, or have some horrible thing in their lives, and it's rude of you to be so happy about your thing. She's an expert in everything. She looked it up on Google once or read some Tumblr post on it, and will correct people who actually know what they're talking about. She'll lecture folks about all their sins for not being woke enough or liking problematic things. Criticize you for talking about things she doesn't view as being good or pure enough, and remind you that she would never do such things. That's for bad people. And if you point out that she did the exact same thing, then she'll have any number of reasons why it didn't count when she did it. And of course, she has no problem making these constant left-handed compliments or passive-aggressive remarks about people. I think you could say she's negging us, except I don't think she's interested in anyone in that way. Everything has to be exactly how she wants, and if it's not perfect, she'll throw a tantrum. She won't rant and rave unless you're a waiter who didn't get her order right. She'll get passive-aggressive and pout, and give folks the silent treatment if you're lucky. If you're not, she'll start complaining constantly, and just be the biggest wet blanket while the rest of us are trying to have a good time.
Joker, this is your kind of gal.
Nah, because I don't complain.
Well, you don't complain.
I mean, no, I don't complain. I talk shit, but I don't complain.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's different.
Did she say that she justifies her doing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Joker.
Yeah.
Her wet blanket sounds different than my wet blanket, though. I just don't want to do anything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And the difference is I don't go out. She does.
Okay.
Then Carson has to try to make her feel better, which usually involves a lot of apologizing and promising how he's going to make it up to her, and fixing things become incredibly inconvenient for everyone.
Junkyard, this is the longest fucking question.
And well, tell fucking whoever sent it.
Next time, paraphrase it. Like next time, read it beforehand and just give us a summary.
Nah, this is good. So we want to hang out with Carson. It means we're stuck with whatever Molly is willing to do and nothing else. Normally we just ignore her or try to avoid her, but she is always around. She won't let Carson out of her sight, and if he's out on his own, he has to check with her constantly. She has no problem texting him and demanding he drop whatever he's doing for her. But if you do anything to inconvenience her in any way, she's going to demand that you account for yourself and listen while she explains why you're wrong. And if you object, that just proves how wrong you are and why she's correct, and she's right to correct you. She's doing it to make you better, you see. Honestly, we're worried about saying anything to Carson because much as I love the guy, he's complete puss when it comes to her. He's not the most assertive guy, even before he met Molly, but he's gone completely spineless since he started dating her.
Junkyard.
We're worried that if we say anything, she's just going to start forbidding him from seeing us. It's hard enough getting time with him without him as it is. We tried. I swear we did. We tried to give her a chance, and we are all thoroughly sick of her. What do we do? How do we tell our friend that his girlfriend's a bitch without her just pulling him away from us? Help.
She actually sounds delightful. I don't know what he's. I think whoever sent in the question is the problem.
Yeah.
All right, Junker, what do you think? You're the biggest wet blanket we've all ever met. So, as a wet blanket, how do you feel about that?
Just be like, hey, your girlfriend's a bitch.
Also, you had a fiance that would like boss you around, right? And I've never really met her, but
she was definitely unpleasant
to be around.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, not like it depends. Like if she liked you, she was okay. Like she liked Tony for a little while, and when she did, she was fine, right?
So what?
She was okay when she did. So she didn't.
See it as how you could sympathize with this man. What should his friends do? What should they tell him?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be his decision, right? I mean, they could tell him all.
I think they should just tell him, like, just be like blunt with him, like, look, your girlfriend's unpleasant. These are the reasons why. I mean, it might cause a strain in their friendship, but it sounds like they're miserable anyway, as is. and at the end of the day, you're like, I mean, I think voicing their opinions, if anything ever comes of it, I don't think it's gonna affect their relationship at all, because when you want to be with someone, it doesn't fucking matter what your friends say.
Right.
Like how many through the history of time, like it's like, hey man, your girlfriend's like a bitch, man. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me break up with her. No.
You know what?
You want to know why? Because you're not gonna dome them off. So
sure. Some people do have to learn the hard way. Mm-hmm. So like my family hated my first girlfriend, and I didn't really care because I was getting cooch for the first time.
Yeah, so it didn't matter how many of your friends told you your girlfriend's a bitch, she's this or that. Yeah. You didn't give a fuck.
My family, friends, they were like, "Oh, she's the worst. I hate her."
And you were like, "Yep, she's great, isn't she?"
Yeah, I'm getting domed off on the reg. Why would I want to leave?
Mm-hmm. My mom hated one of my ex-girlfriends, and she was like some of the best sex I had in my life. You think I was gonna break up with her just because mom hated her? Fuck no.
Yeah, so I think it's safe for them to voice their opinion. Like, you're not gonna ruin anything that isn't gonna ruin itself at some point. But like I said,
if she's that much of a bitch, she's gonna fucking. I'm assuming she's gonna get tired.
Yeah,
of it, you know?
But I'm saying they're just like I think they're just like not. They want to voice their opinion. They want to tell them they care about them. They want to tell them how they feel. I think they should. And like I said, it's not going to really change anything in a relationship. And if they're afraid that, you know, he might feel a certain way towards them, or it might change their dynamic, like it sounds like it's already going into shitter because of her anyway. So you might as well, you know, at least let it be known how you feel.
Or she and I, dude, this fucking thing.
Fucking fidgeting.
Because it won't look.
You've been doing it all episode.
Yeah, because I can't tighten it. It's broken, and I'm trying to tighten it. It pisses me off because look at this shit.
I don't think you're doing it right.
There's only one way to tighten it.
Right, then just hold it.
I'm tired of fucking.
We're
holding
almost
all
done.
episode.
We're almost done.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for like an hour. It's pissing me off.
All right. Long story short, voice their opinion, and see where the cards lie.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that could happen?
worst case scenario, he gets butthurt that, oh, you guys are talking shit about my girlfriend. Like, we're not going to hang out anymore.
But he's spineless anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. He is spineless, so you can just kind of like goad him into like, hey, you need to hang out with us again, and he'll probably do it.
He's like, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, people like hated my ex-girlfriend. Well, they didn't really hate her. The problem with my ex-girlfriend wasn't so much that like she was a bitch. She just didn't talk.
Your ex-girlfriend or your ex-fiance?
Ex-fiance/girlfriend.
I mean, like I said, I never.
Because at some point there was a proposal in the ring, so you need to put some respect on that. Junkyard.
Yeah, but we weren't. When we broke up, we weren't engaged.
But you were at some point, right?
Yeah, but
so
like
she's technically considered your.
Yeah, but she's
like
also,
you can't.
she's also she was my ex-girlfriend after she was my ex-fiance.
It doesn't. So, yeah, but the point is, she was your fiance. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you can't. I mean, you can't dismiss that. Like,
gives a fuck? That bitch is going
I know, but you can't unfuck what's been fucked. So you can't just you can't put that cat back in the bag.
Sure,
so you need to always refer to her as your
I can do whatever I
ex-fiance.
want. Fuck that.
So Junkyard's ex-fiance. Continue.
I mean, people didn't like say she was a bitch. She was just. She just didn't talk.
That's all I heard.
Well,
I don't have any experience with her. The only time is like the first time I went over your mom's house.
When you got kicked
but
out?
she didn't do that all the time. Like whenever Tony would come hang out with us all the time back like before when she did like him, and like she never kicked you out. She never said go home.
But I also think the fact that it was your mom's house and she was telling you to tell your friends to get out of your mom's house.
That was like one of the few times she ever did that.
That's one time too many. That is one time too many.
And I don't remember why she did it.
Because you guys were being loud, or Al was being loud.
Probably, but she liked. I think she liked Al.
Not enough because she kicked him out.
No, I don't think it was Al. It's got to have been something. It might have been icky.
Was your mom upset?
I can believe that.
Huh?
Was your mom upset?
His mom wasn't home.
She was. I think she was home. But
she didn't care.
Her mom didn't care.
Okay, then that's all that matters. the owner of the property did not care.
The deed holder.
Yeah.
You should have asked her. What does the deed holder think? What does the title holder? What do they think about the situation?
Did I kick you out?
I don't remember.
I didn't. I remember. I did not. I was like, okay.
I wouldn't even have entertained it though. I remember
entertained it. What I didn't.
You were at the top of the stairs.
I went. No, she was at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I could only see her feet, and whatever you guys were talking about was.
And I was like, and I told her. I remember telling her, I was like, yeah, that's great.
She had decent feet, right? I don't remember.
Very pretty feet.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, okay, that's great. When like that time, I remember you guys still stayed like till everybody was ready to leave. I'm like, I'm not gonna kick anybody out. Get the fuck out of here. I've never kicked anybody out of my house, ever.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it because, I mean, you're kind of spineless.
What would be more spineless? Kicking everybody out because she said so, or not kicking everybody out even though she said so?
Well, so you wouldn't want to get her upset by letting them stay there, but then you wouldn't want to upset your friends by kicking them out.
Right.
So who do you upset?
Exactly. Who do I upset? What's more spineless?
Either way, you're gonna find somehow to disappoint everybody.
I mean, I think
no matter what decision you make.
I mean, to be honest, I should have made her happy because who's the one that's gonna give up the puss?
But she wasn't.
Not you. Well, that's true. I guess she wasn't. But I had more of an opportunity to do.
That's
with
true.
her
That is true.
Than
You
with
know what?
Guys.
You know what? Yeah, the odds of her doming you off were still greater
Yes.
than any of your friends.
Right.
even though she wasn't.
Right. So yeah.
You know what? Yeah. So you gotta respect. Yeah, I respect that. At the end of the day, you gotta find out who's gonna dome you off.
Like if my wife came down right here and said, "You guys got to leave because I'm gonna dome you off,"
You know
after
what?
They leave.
I'd be like, say less. I'm on my way out. I completely understand.
I'd be like, "You guys gotta go."
I'd be like, you know what, Junkyard?
I have to get my dick wet.
Say less.
Anyway, I think that's a good way to end the podcast. All right, everybody, follow us on New Kids Facebook. Facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids in the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids in the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com. Visit our website, at NKOTP.pro because we're professionals.
That's right. And we lost the other website
Leave us a voicemail at our new number.
because we lost the other one.
That's how you go on hiatus. 413-29-NKOTP. Mamba.
We're going to make a GoFundMe for Junkyard for his entry fee.
Fucking
for
don't waste your money.
5K.
Ooh, I like that.
So, in a world full of lazy bitches, Junkyard is one.
All right, guys. I think are we gonna record next week?
Sure, why not?
When Vegas? That's not another 2 weeks,
That's the
right?
following.
All right, so we won't record in 2 weeks.
So
We'll record next week.
It's next week, but it's
The weekend.
at the weekend. Yes.
Right. All right. So, no, it's not next weekend. Or is it this week? It's next week. Okay, gotcha. All right, yeah. All right, we'll be back next week. Kissies on your dickies.
At a red light, but the face was still around.